So now let's talk about clearing browser history of Microsoft Edge browser inside of Microsoft Windows 10. So I'm going to open up my Microsoft Edge browser right here, and here you can see that once my page loads, I actually have some tabs over here, and since this is a fairly newly installed browser, you don't see much things. But what you can do over here is you can actually access your history, browser history. So if you were to go over here onto the top right, on the settings, on the history icon right here, you can see that you can see recently closed items right here. So in order to see more details about it, you can go to manage history, or if you want to delete all the browsing data, you can click over here. In my case, I'm just going to click on manage history right over here. And I can see that there are a bunch of pages which I actually visited. In my case, it's fairly new, so it's a newly installed browser, so you don't see much information, but you can actually filter it out by today, yesterday, last week, and even older data right over here, just like this. If you want to delete out some of the historical data right over here for some privacy concerns, for example, if you use a public computer, then you can press the cross icon right over here. Like for Windows, Bing, I'm just going to press the cross icon, and it's not there anymore. If I want to search for web pages with the word VLC, I can just type it here in history, and it actually comes up over here. So I can actually visit the page right over there, just like this. So now, once I press back, now if you want to delete everything, that is every data, you can actually go to clear browsing data, and once you click on this, you actually come up onto a new page where you can select the time range of the data. So if you want to delete everything or every data that you actually did for the past hour, then you can select last hour. This is for 24 hours, and in my case, I want to remove everything, so I'm going to press all time. And once you do that, you can see that there are some check marks for everything. So yours might not be checked just like this, so you might have it empty. So first of all is the browsing history. That's just the web addresses of what you browse. So if you were to check on browsing history, it'll just remove out the information of the things you browse. If you check this one, it'll also remove the download history. So the files will still be there on your computer, but it won't show it up in the Edge browser. Cookies and other data sites. Now this means cookies and other site data means is the browser information which allows you to save your login information. Let's say you log in into websites like YouTube or Facebook, and what you do is you enter password. So cookies and other site data are saved, so that you don't have to keep on logging in every time you open up Facebook or YouTube. So that's cookies. So if you want to remove it, you can remove it. So then you have to enter your passwords again. The other thing is the cache image and file. So what this means is if you were to open up a web page, you see image almost in every website. So it does take some of your bandwidth, that is your internet speed, to download those data. So now what happens is that those data are saved onto your computer, and if you were to type in those data again, like if you open up the web page again, it saves your bandwidth from loading those image files again, so that the web page loads faster. So if you want to save the cache image and files, you can do that, or if you want to free it up, just free it up. So if you don't want to save it out, then you can delete this out, but usually you can save them out so that the web pages load faster, and it saves your bandwidth as well. If you have some saved password for some of the web pages, you can click on passwords, and that'll remove out any saved passwords as well. And also there's autofill form data, like something, for example, like over here. So like form data, autofill form data, you see, let's say you have entered MasterCard information, Visa card information, and then address details, everything onto a form, then you might want to remove those out as well. So this is what it does. So sometimes when you go over to a site which requires the form data, then it automatically fills it up. And other site permissions, so you might have site permissions like allowing it to use your webcam or your microphone, whatever, it deletes that out if you were to press this. And hosted app data, so if you have anything external app data is installed, then you can actually use this to clear that out. So once you're ready to clear everything out, in my case, I'm clearing out everything. I'm going to press clear now, and every data has been cleared now. So if I were to go to history right over here, you can see that all the data has been cleared. So if you do not see this as cleared, what you can do is you can just close these out right here. Not close the entire browser like this, but just close it out. And then if you were to see the history again over here from the not favorites, but over here from history, you don't see the browser data anymore. You don't see any app icons right here. It does not actually remove your favorites because that is not the part of your history. And if you were to go to manage history, you can see that all the data has been removed, including the items that we did. So that is how you protect your privacy by deleting out the history in Microsoft Edge browser in Microsoft Windows 10. So hope you guys learned something as always. And as always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.